Hey, what a day. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I know nobody's on here right now. I don't anticipate anybody getting on here, but I do want to make my presence known in the things that are going on right now in the music, in the hip hop industry, because I am a music manager. Let me go ahead and mute this because I don't want you to catch this right here first and foremost. This is graceful exposure. Before you get really into this video, I want you to like the video, subscribe to the video, and make sure you hit the notification bell because I don't get on all the time. I only get on when I'm prompted to get on, and it is something that is really close and foremost to my heart. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the situation with Finesse2Tymes, a Memphis rapper who has been counted out, been incarcerated at least 3 times. I had the opportunity to make his acquaintance, and he is one of my fan favorites right now. Let's get into it because I don't want to take a lot of time on this video. I am going to talk about Finesse2Tymes and his fall. I call it his fall and rise, and he's on fire right now. Finesse2Tymes is on fire right now. He is the greatest right now in the hip hop industry. Hustler, the greatest hustler. I didn't say the greatest rapper, but right now, his hustle is on. His hustle is on. When I say hustle, I mean the vibe, the drive that he has since he has gotten out of jail, and he has hit the ground running, y'all. He is going to be one of the major hip hop artists to be contended with in 2025. We're going to go into another live video immediately after this, and I'm going to talk about Young Thug, Lil Baby, and Gunna and their situation. But right now, in the spotlight, in the limelight, is Finesse2Tymes, a Memphis-born native rapper from the streets of Memphis. I used to live in Memphis, so I can talk about Memphis. Finesse2Tymes, one of the major rappers in the midst of all the rappers that we hear about in Memphis. Money Bagg Yo, Yo Gotti, Young Dolph, rest in peace. Finesse2Tymes is one to be contended with in 2025. If you don't believe me, you better ask somebody. He is not only not taking a breath, but he is hitting it on Instagram, on Threads, whatever way possible. So whenever you see someone rising to the occasion like this young artist, this young rapper, when you see them rising, you know you always see the fight and the contention of the onlookers that don't want to see him make it, that don't want to see him really be looked at as a mainstream artist. This artist is going to rise from the ashes to the top. And I'm going to guarantee you that. I'm going to make sure that I keep you updated on this channel about this one rapper. If I don't update you about any rappers, as a music manager and as a person in the promotions and management business in this industry, up and coming myself, I'm not very well known in this, but I do all the things that a manager does when it comes to artists, making it, being successful, getting their streams noticed, getting their content created where they don't have to do the things but get in that studio and blow. Let me tell you something that I know about this rapper. One thing I do know is he has favorite house shoes that he wears that I had a chance to see. Love those house shoes. They come up in his videos. They come up when you see him in everyday life. He doesn't think about anybody that looks on and decides to judge him. One thing you have to notice about this rapper and about success itself is when you're delivered from people. When you're delivered from people, it doesn't matter who the gainsayers are, who it is that say you're not going to make it, who it is that say you can't take it, who it is that say you ain't nobody, who it is that just say you're a bum, who it is that say you're not going to mean nothing. It comes from the adversity of the gainsayers, the narcissists, the envious, the jealous folk that are the onlookers that don't understand how you got in the game, why you're maintaining, how you're able to maintain when it comes to this industry and when it comes to life, period. You have people that look at your shine and don't understand your glow, and they don't understand your flow, and they don't understand how you are there to take some more. It doesn't matter what kind of critics come to him. He doesn't have to lash back. What he does is he gives you his message in his music. The gift of a true artist is to get in that booth, to get in there and to express themselves from their heart in their craft, in that music. You don't have to answer to those critics. He proves that by the situation, even with his mother. We'll get to that. But recently, most recently, you know how 50 Cent is. 50 Cent tried to chime in and say to Finesse2Tymes, man, just call your mama, call your mother. And Finesse2Tymes chimed back and said, 50 cents, when you call your son and communicate with your son, then I'll call my mama, quote unquote. May not have been said like that, but there he is, not even worried about what another person says that is supposedly somebody that the industry looks up to, that when he says something, people listen. Let me tell you something. Every time people say something, if they're on top, it doesn't mean we have to listen to you, 50 Cent, because you go ahead, chase your dreams with BMF. You got that whole situation over there that crumbled. Worry about that. Don't speak on Finesse2Tymes, because Finesse2Tymes has the hustle and the flow and the industry and the people and the fans looking at him, whether it's for good, whether it's for bad. All publicity is better than no publicity. Guaranteed. He is in the limelight and in the spotlight. I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to tell you right now that this young man is on his way to the top. One thing I do know is that when you're on your way to the top, there's a lot of people are like crabs in the barrel ready to pull you down. They have everything to say and don't know how to keep quiet. So if you're drawing attention from people that are always talking about you, then that's when you don't know nothing about this. When the scripture says that you have to count it all joy, you count that as something good. And you might say to me, how can I count something bad for good? Well, guess what? When you see yourself doing hardly anything or making a wave in some area, and everybody's talking about you, when you come into a room and the room gets quiet and you know people been talking about you, you come in there and your light is shining, let me tell you something. You're doing something right. You may not be doing the things that you want to do at that moment, but see, let me tell you about when you rise. It's just moment by moment, minute by minute, hour by hour, and day by day. It doesn't come over. Success doesn't come overnight. And if you do get success overnight, then the shortcuts you took are going to be your own downfall, because good success and lasting success takes time. It takes the falls and it takes the getting back up. Recently, his mother chimed in on the internet talking and discussing family business. No. But I'm not going to talk much about his mother, because that's his pride and his joy, and her pride and her joy is her son. But if that's your pride and joy, let me just say this. You never air your children's dirty laundry, your family's dirty laundry on the social media. You don't do that. I have successful children. Never would I try to disgrace my own, because that's my seed. That's my blood of my blood, bone of my bones. So that gets a no, gets a strike from me when it comes to airing differences that you have. One thing about it is I'm a grown woman. My children are not supposed to support me for life. And if they are supporting me for life, it's because I didn't make it myself. Whatever support my children give to me, I am thankful for it. If I don't get it, or if I do get it. But we're supposed to be the ones that pioneer and break through and make it, so that they can come behind us and not make it. What was the beef? What was the beef that went on between Finesse2Tymes and his mother? Apparently, and allegedly, she has a house that apparently he had given to her, And she did not like the fact that the baby's mother, the baby's mother, his girlfriend, and the baby were at the house, and they called her, I don't know, quote unquote, a whore. And his sister got online, talked bad about him, talked about how the girl was just a whore. Everybody is an ex something. So he just feels like this is my child. And if I'm trying to make it out here and you're not working and y'all are not working, and this is the house that I'm paying bills and providing for, then the support you give to my family should be just consensual. It should just be a given. I'm getting out here. I'm making the bread. I'm making the butter. And matter of fact, carried the family. Matter of fact, just got out of incarceration and trying to hit the streets running. And if a person is trying to hit the streets running, going on tour. When I last spoke to him, he was going to Houston, I believe, Houston, Texas. And I think I have it on my Instagram, posted it. You have the picture on the thumbnail. I had spoke to him and asked him, what's your next tour date? Where are you going on tour next? Let me tell you something. This rap artist is so hot that even his mama is hot about the things that she expects him to do. She got on a GoFundMe and she began to ask for money so that she can get another apartment, a U-Haul truck, whatever she needed. That's nothing wrong with that. That's her business. But don't blame your downfall and don't blame your business. Put your business out there and begin to blame your son on the internet and talk about him and roast him for how he spent his money, his earned money. Let me tell you, even though these things are wrong, he still loves his mama. Let me show you this. Here's my snare. I have no snare in my headphones. Sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. One more time. I said I'm sorry, mama. I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet. I said I'm sorry, mama. Let me tell you something. One thing about an artist that I admire is when an artist doesn't have to take to the internet and talk crazy and viciously about the shortcomings or whatever he is disappointed in his family. He can get to the music, and he can express himself in his craft. I admire that. I admire that he did it that way. I call that OG apology, OG style. I think that's pretty cool. And I respect that in him. Let me tell you something else he indicated on Instagram. I'm going to my Instagram because that's where the music is. That is where it is. Finesse2Tymes. He's taking this opportunity to capitalize. He's capitalizing. The same person. What is he saying? He's doing a message in his music. Stop judging me. You ain't walked in my shoes. You don't know my struggle. You don't know my pain. But guess how he responds? Like an artist in his craft, in his music. This man is the hottest rapper right now, hitting the pavement from hustling from the street. I'm not talking about mainstream, but on the way to mainstream. And he's going to get it by any means necessary. If you don't believe me, you better watch. You better watch for this rapper to make it in ways that you will be astounded. By the December 2025, you're going to see him do one of the majorest hits in the industry by December 2025. And I'm saying that because I see it. I see the date, and I see the month. Matter of fact, look for it. Before December 13th or on December 13th, 2025, you're going to see this recognition come to pass. Finesse2Tymes, I take my hat off to you now. We're expecting you to do great things in the industry. Now, there are some things that have to be straightened out on the back end, but you know that you're going to get them straightened out anyhow. With family, with business, you're going to be all right. I just want to sign in real quick and let you know that Finesse2Tymes is the hardest hustling rapper and the hottest rapper. We were just talking about him at a poker game. Other people were saying, oh no, he on fire right now. He on fire. Yeah, Finesse2Tymes. You got people talking in the street. Just like you got people talking in the street, you got people yapping in the street about your downfall and how you crazy, you're not going to make it. Who would treat their mama like that? What mama would treat their child like that on social media? That's enough being said, because I'm a mama myself, and I want to say, hats off to you. Let's end this live stream. Tune in for the next one. I'm going to talk about Lil Baby, Young Thug, and Gunna. So, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell so you can get more updates on the music scene, on life in general, in whatever's happening in the U.S. We got it right here at Graceful Exposure. Signing out. Peace.